Yo, what's up, everybody? How you doing? This is your Coach Renz, and this video we're going to break down this article that I saw online, and how it's really deceptive just by looking at the title, and how people can use this without reading it to misinform people, especially if you're a person of color or if you're a person who are middle class and below, and your family has been middle class and below. So let's break this down. But before we do so, here's a gratuitous promotion from my companies. I'd like to take a moment to thank all our sponsors. For everyone on Patreon who supports this channel through your monthly donations, you are greatly appreciated. And I look forward to providing you free content as well as exclusive live video chats. You will also be able to receive discounts on products from Uncle Ren's Popcorn, as well as coaching from Coach Renz. This video is also sponsored by Uncle Ren's Popcorn, where you can get 25 flavors of delicious gourmet popcorn, from salt and vinegar to strawberry cheesecake, from caramel and cheddar to bacon jalapeno, and many others like cookies and cream. I greatly appreciate everyone who supports us at Uncle Ren's Popcorn. This channel is also supported by Coach Renz, where you can not only get all your life coaching, your relationship coaching, but also get your business coaching from Coach Renz, as we teach you how to move your hobbies into a business, not a job for yourself, but a business. We also teach you life principles of leadership and meditation. So go to CoachRenz.com and support the sponsors of this channel. Yo, so I appreciate everybody who are subscribers. Now look, I went and looked at my viewership, my analytics, and 48% of the people who listen to my video are subscribers. That means that a little over half of y'all are not subscribers. So hit the subscribe button right there. I appreciate it. And thank you to everybody who supports this channel. Y'all been ordering popcorn for the holidays and just to have, so I really, really greatly appreciate that. It helps the channel tremendously. So anyway, this article. It's an interesting article. If you just read the top portion, it talks about how this number of people, 1,500, 1,700 people every day will become millionaires in America, that they expect 3.5 million people, or 3.1 million people to become millionaires in America over in the year 2020, right? And of course, many people will say 2020, the year of clarity. And I'm going to give you some clarity on 2020 based on the dreams that I've been having over the last few weeks of what what my dreams are indicating will be things to look forward to or look out for in 2020. Some of them personal, some of them not. So we're going to talk about those in the next video. But in this one, this article, 2020, 3.1 millionaires made, people will become millionaires in this year. Now, many of you might get excited about that. You hear about it, somebody is posting it on their pages, they're talking about it, they're saying that 2020, year of clarity, you're going to be able to see your pathway to becoming that millionaire, or getting on the pathway to becoming a millionaire. The universe is going to make you a millionaire. All these different types of messages are going to come, and articles like this, the headline of it will be used in order to capture you into thinking that you're going to be one of those millionaires. But you have to read the article. You have to read the article. I've seen several, so not just one, but several people in my Facebook newsfeed post this article about all these people in America going to become millionaires. And on each one of them, I've asked, did you read it? Did you read the article? On every last one of them. Because it bothers me personally when people put information out like that and the information isn't correct. It's misleading. It's deceptive. Because without reading the article and understanding what made it 3.1 million people becoming millionaires in the year 2020, you have a misconception and people can be swayed any kind of way. So let me break it down real quick, because this video is not going to be long. I have an appointment to get to. It talks about the fact that 73% of those people who will become millionaires in 2020 will become millionaires through inheritance. Inheritance. Not the inheritance of spiritual kingdom. The inheritance of grandma and grandpa now is old. They about to die. Mama, daddy and them, they're old. They're about to die. And they pass on their fortunes to their children and grandchildren. That this person a person like Warren Bates, is Warren Bates? Yeah, Warren Bates is, he's like 80 years old, 90 years old, however old he is. A person like him passes away, and even though his children may be well off now, he made some of that money, and I'm not saying this is how his is set up, but some of that money goes to his kids and then go to his grandkids because he got adult grandkids. So now all these well-to-do kids and grandkids now become multimillionaires because of inheritance. The article says 73% of the people will become millionaires through inheritance. So where does that leave the rest of us? Because the majority, I would wager that 98, I'm going to give 2% of that, 98% of people of color will not receive an inheritance that will make them a millionaire. They will not even receive an insurance policy that will make them a millionaire. 98% of those whose families are middle class and below will not receive an inheritance that will make them millionaires. So that you're not part of that number is not part of the 73%. You're not part of it. So that leaves, roughly 27% of the people who will become millionaires will become it through creating it themselves. Creating it themselves. 23. So that number, 3.1 million. I want somebody to do the math in the comments. What is 23% of 3.1 million? It's still a lot of people, but it's not 1,700 people a day that's becoming a millionaire. And the fact of the matter is, out of that 23%, how many people in that 23% actually know how to become a millionaire? Will actually go to a coach to learn how to become a millionaire? Will model other people who are millionaires in how to become a millionaire? How many of you? Because you didn't see Bill Gates going to come to our seminar and we'll teach you how to flip people's houses without using your money. You didn't see him going to anything like that. No, he built something, and then he got investors behind him, and he built a company that gave him a return on his investment. Warren Bates, his first company, Warren Buffett, I keep saying Bates. Warren Buffett didn't become a millionaire through investments first. He became a millionaire because he first owned a pinball machine company. Then he grew that company into more companies. Then he grew his insurance company. And then he became this big time investor. Right? So y'all who jumping into the stock market saying, oh, I'm going to buy me 3 shares of IBM or 3 shares of Microsoft, that's not going to make you a millionaire. That's not going to do anything for you. It's not doing anything for you. Investing your money into a business that brings you a return on your investment every month, that's going to do something for you. A 401k is not going to make you a millionaire. If you retire off your 401k, you will probably only have about 10 years you can live off that thing before you're broke. All right, because you're going to be pulling so much money off your 401k if you're still paying rent, or if you're still paying a mortgage, you still got car notes, you still got all those things that you were paying for with your wages, but now you don't have those wages anymore. You will run through that 401k in a heartbeat, and you'll be pissed, livid, the fact that you spent so much, and then you'll be getting another job, having another career. So we got to learn how to become the millionaire. If you want to be part of that 23%, you have to learn how to become a millionaire. I'm not a millionaire right now. I've been a 100,000-aire. I know how to become a 100,000-aire. I know how to become a 6-figure earner. I know how to become a 6-figure earner working for someone. I know how to become a 6-figure earner on my own working for myself. Those kind of things I can teach you. I'm on the pathway to becoming a millionaire. The reason why is because I understand the principles that govern you becoming a millionaire. There are certain principles that govern that, of becoming a millionaire. And let me run down a couple of those principles. And I think I went to the wrong building. Let me run down a couple of those principles of becoming a millionaire. 1, you have to be willing to take at minimum 10% of what you earn and putting that into investments that brings you a return on your income. Meaning not stocks, not bonds, but putting it into a company. Either a company that you own or a company that someone else owns, but you believe in their processes enough that they can build their company. They can open up more daycares. They can open up more restaurants. They can open up more of whatever it is they're doing, but they can do a lot more of them. You believe in their process and their ability to do it, and so you invest your $10,000 once you've saved up that amount of money to do that. You have to be willing to go through that process and put that money aside to do that. Then you have to get correct advice. Most people who become successful multi-millionaires and billionaires, they had and still have people who advise them, coaches if you will, but they have advisors. Political champions have advisors. Those who rise high in politics have advisors. You have to have somebody who advises you, correct advice. You have to be willing to learn and be patient and allow all these things to happen. If you don't, it's never going to happen for you. You have to be able to build good credit. If your credit is bad, if your credit is okay, you have to be willing to go through the process. And all these, I can have your credit score up to 740 in 90 days. Sure, I can piggyback you on a bunch of people, but then as soon as I take you off the piggyback, your credit is going to plummet again. Or I get you all this credit, but you haven't learned how to budget and live off 70% of what you earn. So when you do get all this credit and you'll run up all these credit cards and all these things, you'll default on them, and then you're back at me saying, how can you get my credit score back up again? So those things don't help you. Those are the scams. We have to be mindful of these scams. Anything that's get rich quick, I can fix your credit quick, things that take a process, anybody who's trying to do I can do it quick, those are not for you. Those millionaires don't look for the quick. They are long-term investors. And you have to become a long-term investor in yourself. And if you're not a long-term investor in yourself, you're not on the pathway to becoming a millionaire. It's not going to happen. You won't become part of the 23%. So I want you guys to become a part of that 23%. And all you have to do is start out by saving 10% of what you earn. Get onto a budget where you're not spending more than what you earn. And then life can be grand for you. But articles like this is a swerve. And I don't want you guys to get caught in a swerve. I got to go get a haircut. Y'all have a great one.